One of the things I do is IT consulting, and uh, forgivenesscapital.com has digital communications research is one of my projects there that you can find, and DC research. And today I'm going to share with you uh, something. There's something happening here. Visual Studio. I think this is it. Where is it? Where is it? Let me make sure I'm doing the right thing. Yep, that's it. Right, just the camera. So let me take off this icon in the corner. Right, put this over here. Keep an eye on that. Meanwhile, back over here. This is called Visual Studio Code. It's a Microsoft tool for programmers. And anyway, getting used to the camera and doing live streams again. So we've got this thing called extensions, and there's one here called Pythagora. So you can just, if you don't have it installed, you go over here to the search thing and type in Pythagora, Pythagora, and the first real AI developer, it says. And it's backed by this Silicon Valley company called Y Combinator. I've been to their office. We had a Bitcoin meetup at their office once for the Silicon Valley Bitcoin meeting. And Y Combinator, man, they're behind some big things. Anyway, you see down in the corner, forgivenesscapital.com. That's my my thing. I consider myself an angel investor type of person, and what I invest isn't so much money, but it's my time, interest, and energies. So anyway, you can have a look at that sometime. Guess maybe I'll take that off the screen for now. Distracting, I guess. And I could put on here Pythagora, Pythagora, aka GPT Pilot. Right, there it is. Great, groovy. How are we doing? We are streaming. That's a good thing. So I don't know much about this. I've really never used this Visual Studio before. I've seen it done a little bit online, but where this is going to go, we don't know. So let's have at it. I'm going to read a little bit about the details of Pythagora. I wonder if I can get it to read it for us. Oh, this isn't the web browser. This is an actual tool. Okay. Well, I've got a voice. I'll offer mine. So can I zoom in on that? This is the official VS Code extension for Pythagora, which is built on top of GPT Pilot and brings a full AI developer right into your favorite editor. They're assuming this VS Code is my favorite editor. Pythagora is a true AI developer that writes code, debugs it, talks to you when it needs help, and can build a full app from scratch based on your requirements and guidance. Pythagora is in beta and it currently works best for web app projects using Node, Express, and MongoDB. How to start? After in all of this stuff is I got an email here. This stuff is increasing at a rapid pace in terms of capabilities. AI across the board is going to go places that we imagined that maybe it could a while back, and then we test it and find that it can't do it or something. But these bugs and things are getting worked out. It's going at breakneck speed. And let's have a look here. We should definitely here, if I shrink this size of the window, the text will get bigger, I think. So after you install the plugin, just do this. Click on the Pythagora icon in the side left sidebar, or run the command. So I think, this is it down here. So I clicked on it, on the Pythagora icon. Settings. You are out of credit. To continue using Pythagora, you need to subscribe to one of our plans. If you have your own OpenAI key that you'd like to use, please read how to use your own OpenAI key with Pythagora. Let's click that. And then I have to share this screen instead. Which I can do. It just takes me a while to figure this all out. Let's see. This is a lot of work. Okay. Now, this I might be able to have this thing read to me. No, this launch speed reader is not the same. If you have your own OpenAI API key, you can easily use it with Pythagora Visual Studio Code extension. Note, your OpenAI API key must have access to GPT-4 model, which means you need to make at least $5 payment to OpenAI to activate it. This is separate from your ChatGPT Plus subscription if you have one. Read more about this. I do have an OpenAI key, and I have a balance there, but what I want to do here is use my own large language model locally on this device. And I'm using Ollama, and Ollama has access to many large language models that I've installed before. Close Visual Studio Code, edit config.json in your GPT pilot installation folder, and in llm.openai section, change API key from null to your API key, then change base URL for the LLM. For OpenAI, so it's this stuff here. It stays the same, I guess, but your API key goes here. For Anthropic, let's see, LLM. I see, and then you change it to Anthropic. They have different base. They have different base URL. It points to theirs. There's no config.json. If there's no config.json file, it means you're in an older version of GPT Pilot, and you'll need to modify pilot/.env file instead and set up OpenAI API key to correct the value. Open Visual Studio, start by Pythagora, go to settings, and you should see the message you're using in your own API key. And that's it. So let's find this config.json file they're talking about. All right, so share, screen, window. Maybe I'll just share the whole window. I think that would be better. And then but anyway, here is so I'm looking in here. This is my folder. Here's the Joe personal. Where are the apps? Is it under documents? Let's try home. Let's go into the PC, into Windows, Users, JB. Let's see if we can find it in here. GPT Pilot, there it is. So can I add that as a quick pin to quick access? Then it'll be over here, and I can see it, and I don't have to go through all this rigmarole to get there. GPT Pilot, and I think they said config.json. Yep. So there's that file. I'm going to turn my mirror around so my face is turning the other direction. All right, now I want to edit this thing. Wait, I have to do it here. How do I edit this file? I'm going to send it to, well, let's just double click it and see what happens. Notepad. I could open this in Visual Studio Code, but I'm going to just open it in Notepad right now. And then I got to share this with you. I can do that. I'm going to do the entire screen, and I'll just pick one of these screens. I guess it's this one, right? And then I'm going to change the dimensions of the screen. Scale, display resolution. Let's put that way down here. Great. I think it could be even smaller. Let's try that to 1024 by 768. Yeah, that works. Make this stuff bigger. All right, so they've got some things in here. All these models that they want to use. GPT pilot. You know what I'm going to have to do, I think, is find the group on one of their messaging apps, like Discord, and we'll take some information from them, because look, I'm not interested in running this on OpenAI or Anthropic's thing. I want to run it locally. So we've got these tools here, like it's hard to see these things. Once you install Ollama, see the llama icon here? Ollama. And that should be running in the background. So the way you get to it is you run a command interface, command prompt. And then you can type Ollama. In this case, let's list. It'll show us the ones we have installed. So, like, I have, how do I zoom this for you guys? View. Oh, we can just use the control and the scroll wheel helps me zoom in. So I've got all these, and you say Ollama run. Deep, seek, coder, V2, latest. And then it does this little dance over here. And you can ask it questions like, can you program in Python? Show me and describe one of the most interesting and this is all running from my graphics card right now. It's just like, wow. And you'll hear the fan kicking up in the background. Yes, I can help with that. Let's write a simple Python script that demonstrates an interesting concept using list comprehensions for generating Fibonacci numbers up to a specific limit. This example will show how concise and expressive Python code can be. Here is the full Python script. Define Fibonacci limit. A comma B equals 0, comma 1, while A is less than limit, yield A. A comma B equals B comma A plus B. Generate Fibonacci numbers up to 100. Fib sequence equals list sub Fibonacci sub 100 and sub print fib sequence. Explanation of the code, function definition. Anyway, this is free, man. I mean, this just blows my mind away. Everybody who has one of these gaming computers, it's my opinion, you should run this Ollama tool, and you should use it to get these large language models so you have them on your computer in case anything ever happens. You can get answers like this without having internet access. And it's I think that's important. And then, here's an example of the Ollama website. I think it's ollama.ai. Let's see. Ollama.com/library is where you can get all these different models. This is a really big one. And they have several of them you can run. I think models. This particular one is done by this one called Llama 3.1 405B, 405 billion parameters. It's the first openly available model that rivals the top AI models when it comes to the state-of-the-art capabilities in general knowledge, steerability, math, tool use, and multilingual translation. The upgraded versions of the 8 billion and 70 billion models are multilingual and have significantly longer context length, 128K, state-of-the-art tool use, and overall stronger reasoning capabilities. This enables Meta's latest models to support advanced use cases such as long-form text summarization, multilingual conversational agents, and coding assistants. Meta also has made changes to their license, allowing developers to use the outputs from Llama models, including the 405B model, to improve other models. Wow. here are some of the benchmarks. So it's doing pretty well. Of course, there's other ones that pop up all the time, and these tables almost go out of date daily. So you kind of have to find out where they're coming from and go to the sources for these for updated information. I mean, they're updated daily because there are new large language models that pop up all the time. All right, so we want to go back to the Visual Studio, where that is gone. I don't even see it. There it is. Oh, and here they show where the pilot path is, and there it is. C:\users / and then your username is JB. In this case, it's /GPT pilot, and that stuff can go somewhere else. I can upload the database to their server so they can analyze it, I guess, for debugging purposes. Pythagora experience the future of software development. Emerge into the new era of software development with our artificial intelligence. Hey, I've got the hankering to try that command prompt again. Let's see. We're using, again, this one, DeepSeek Coder V2. And let's see if I can ask it something. Take this off the screen here. There's another language called Perl. Can you show me a demonstration of the Perl language? Pretty cool, isn't it? Like, here's this, Perl code, and the first line usually has this shebang thing, and it tells the path of where the Perl executable is. Use strict, use warnings, while my line equals standard in, chomp line, remove new line character from the end of every line, my at reversed line equals reverse split. Looks like they're going to mirror the line backwards. And it just came up with this randomly to give me an example. Explains this shebang line, specifies that this script should be run using Perl interpreter located at user bin Perl. This is not necessary if you have Perl installed in your path environment variable, but it is common practice for scripts to specify their interpreter explicitly. Use strict, use warnings. These directives enable strict and warnings checking during the execution of the script, which helps catch potential issues early. strict mode disallows certain unsafe language features, example, using undeclared variables, and improves code quality by catching errors earlier. The while loop reads each line from standard input in a command line environment. This is usually the keyword, but can be redirected to read files from other inputs. Let's see if it knows about Pythagora. Are you familiar with a project called GPT? What's it called? I think it's in our folder that we were in. Pilot. I'm not familiar with the specific project known as GPT Pilot. April of 2023. All right, let's go to another. Let's see, Control D gets you out. Let's list these again. Llama, run. Let's see. I don't know which one we have of Llama. What version are you? I'm not a specific version of a large language model, but rather an instance of the model. My technology is based on a variant of the transformer architecture, which is a very popular and powerful. Let's turn myself around here. Type of neural network. I was trained on a large data set of text from various sources, including books, articles, and websites. This training data allows me to generate human-like responses to a wide range of questions and topics. Yeah, so it doesn't know what it is. It's not quite self-aware, we might say. Let's just compare. Give me an example of code in Perl. That's operating quite rapidly. I'm very happy. So you might ask what sort of computer am I running? I've got it's an i9 13th generation CPU, and then for a GPU is an NVIDIA RTX 4090 with 16 of DDR6 RAM, VRAM. And then I have 64 gigabytes of DDR5. So those are pretty good specs for a gaming rig. And I'm running CyberPower. So that's kind of what we've got. And Now, what I really wanted to get to here was to go back to these guys and get back to get back, Jojo. Let's see. I guess we go to their website maybe. But I'd like to show you this library stuff. We'll just find one of these. Here's a new Google thing that was released 12 days ago. Gemma, high-performing and efficient model, by now available in 3 sizes. 851,000 people have pulled this file. Oh, I see. You can pick which one you want. Wow, this one is 16 gigabytes in size. That's giant. I want it just to see how it performs. So we look in here for the command for pulling it. Sorry, this is kind of, well, we'll just call it Gemma 2 and we'll see what we get. Oh, there's one called the latest. So when you get the smaller ones, they operate faster, like really fast. And the larger ones are more, you might say, thoughtful responses. That's not the right word. Oh, and view more. There's even more. Wow. They got lots of different versions of it. Holy cow, I've never seen that many. So what I want to do is just start, what's the name of this thing? Gemma 2. So we'll go back to the Olama command prompt. Hi. Okay. So we say Olama run, and then what was it called? Gemma 2. And then it starts downloading. And it looks like it's going to get the 5.4 gigabyte size one, which should work. Hey, that's all I've got time for today so far, and we'll talk to you guys later. Joe Baker's Remedy Report is a production of ForgivenessCapital.com, where we assert the infinite worth of every individual through the creation of financial instruments bearing the value of forgiveness. Isn't that interesting? All right, we'll talk to you guys later. Bye for now.